You're watching CN2 News, your number one source for award-winning hometown coverage.
We're going back to back. I'm CN2's Michael Loffredo with an inside look at how the South Point Stallions repeated as state champions. From warm and sunny Rock Hill, South Carolina to the frozen tundra here in Buffalo, New York. I'm CN2's Michael Loffredo, and I'll bring you down to the field level here at Ralph Wilson Stadium, where we catch up with two Rock Hill natives that are making a name for themselves in the National Football League. Ever hear of a man cave? Well, Rock Hill Man has one dedicated to his Clemson Tigers. I'm CN2's Michael Loffredo, and I'll take you inside of his man cave tonight, just ahead of the big national title game. The accolades keep pouring in for the Trojans. Last time Northwestern was in Columbia, they went home with the state title. I'm CN2's Michael Loffredo with why they're back in the state's capital.
And coming up a little later in CN2 Sports.
Northwestern High School is known for breeding success on the athletic fields and in the classroom. I'm CN2's Michael Loffredo, and I will take you inside the home of a Trojan alum here in Rock Hill that now is succeeding on the field and in the classroom at the collegiate level. Hitting the recruiting trail right here in Football City, USA. I'm CN2's Michael Loffredo, and find out what big-time college coach has his eyes set right here in Rock Hill to bring talent to the gridiron in the SEC.
And that coach is the new USC football coach, Will Muschamp.
The Tri-County isn't all about football. I'm CN2's Michael Loffredo, and I'll show you how a former CN2 Athlete of the Week is helping his Gamecocks on the court as they climb to the top of the college basketball polls. If you think this shot is good, you haven't seen anything yet. I'm CN2's Michael Loffredo, and I'll bring you the South Point freshman that made the shot of the night last night, a buzzer beater to bring the win home for his Stallions.
And that is such a great shot. Can't wait to share it with you later in the newscast.
It is National Signing Day, and a herd of Stallions inking their decisions on their letters of intent heading off to college next year. I'm CN2's Michael Loffredo. Find out where the back-to-back champion football stars and other Stallion stars are heading to take their talents next season. Oh! Wow, that was exhilarating. I'm CN2's Michael Loffredo, and we'll catch up with a new up-and-coming sport in the Tri-County.
This is CN2 Sports. It's an exciting time for us here in the newsroom because of National Signing Day. Get ready, we have a lot of ground to cover. South Point High School had 6 student athletes take part today. CN2's Michael Loffredo with the powerhouse school that helps put Football City, USA on the map.
Chris Smith, Nick McLeod, Josh Money Wilkes, Lamont Bryant, Nick Yearwood, and Grayson Chappell, all graduating seniors at South Point, taking their talents to college this fall. Grayson, the only female to sign today at South Point, plays soccer and is headed to Coker College.
I'm really happy and excited about it.
I'm looking forward to try to make it to the next level.
The Stallions' record books were filled with astronomical stats from the graduating class of 2016. From Josh Wilkes' 17 career touchdowns to Lamont Bryant's 51 knockdowns at the offensive line to Grayson Chappell's 47 career goals on the soccer field. Oh, and how can we forget the back-to-back state football championships as well. Those are just a few of the many storylines coming out of the Tri-County and the South Point campus. Coach Herron saying that he is looking forward to watching his now former players perform at the college level.
They'll do great in college, but being able to see them walk out of here with 2 state championship rings is pretty impressive.
The mastermind behind the athletic operation, athletic director Michael Drummond, like Coach Herron, so proud of all the South Point signees.
Do the things they have done over the past 4 years and get rewarded in the end at the end of their high school career. It's always a blessing.
And from the standpoints of the student athletes, they just can't wait to get out there and compete.
I'm excited. It's a dream come true. I accomplished one of my goals. When I get there, I'm just going to work my butt off and try to get my starting spot.
To do whatever I got to do for the team and help them out in any kind of way.
I think that's what I'm most ready for is like the competing part, because I just like at the end of the day I just want to play football, and playing against the best, I think that's going to help me get to the league, because that's what I ultimately want to do.
In Rock Hill, Michael Loffredo, CN2 Sports. Welcome back to CN2 News. I'm Michael Loffredo, joined by Nick and Jackie Kurzman, co-owners of Snap Fitness right here in Fort Mill. Nick, why don't you tell us what your gym has to offer here?
Sure. Snap Fitness Fort Mill offers 24/7 access for members. We're a locally owned and operated gym. We're part of a national chain, so members actually have access to our facility as well as Snap Fitnesses around the world. We're a great gym. We're more of a personal kind of boutique community feel where we know everybody's name, and we're really here to help people achieve their results in their fitness and nutrition goals.
I guess, Nick, I mean, people can't really see the facility without getting a tour, so would you mind taking us on a quick tour here?
Yeah, we'd love to take you on a tour. That'd be great.
Awesome. Let's go.
We offer a variety of cardio equipment that give our members a lot of options, from low impact to high intensity cardio. We offer some unique low impact arc trainers as well as a variety of cycles. Within our gym, we're able to support people with all shapes and sizes and strengths and abilities. We have a full set of selectorized machines so people can do various strength workout. In the middle of our gym, we have a variety of upper body and middle and back machines that allow you to strengthen your core. It's a personal, more boutique style gym, so we offer breadth and depth of tools to get the workout done, but in a more personal atmosphere. We have one of our personal trainers working out with one of his clients, and we offer personal training, small group fitness, as well as boot camps. Over on this part of the gym, we have a dedicated strength area where you can do a variety of exercises in the power cage, whether it's freestanding squats, bench presses, and other maneuvers. A full set of dumbbells and other tools to help you build all the necessary strength that you're looking to get. I'll take you back over to the front and show you a couple of unique pieces of cardio equipment we have. We have Jackie. She's on our Jacob's ladder. What are you doing, Jackie?
Well, actually, I'm just climbing up Jacob's ladder. You can really wear yourself out on this thing. It's a great glute workout. It also works out your arms, and what you're doing is climbing elevation. It's an awesome workout. You won't find it many places. You find it here.
Now, for viewers at home, if you're looking to drop some fat, get into the gym, lift some weights, you can visit snapfitnessfortmill.com or come right by to the facility here. Jackie and Nick will be very happy and looking forward to taking care of you. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and now back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks for getting us in shape.
And Snap Fitness in Fort Mill has been open for 9 years, but the Kurzmans only bought it last August. And if you're a night owl, don't worry, it's open 24 hours a day. A former Lancaster basketball star is now a major player on the court for South Carolina. They are the 22nd best college basketball team in the country.
CN2's Michael Loffredo with your Thursday Sports Report.
Lancaster, South Carolina, a town that stretches 6 square miles, producing its first ever Division I college basketball star.
I mean, do what we do. We ain't gonna do anything no different.
That was Lancaster native Sindarius Thornwell back in 2012 when he was in high school, and now he's one of the South Carolina Gamecocks' star players. The former CN2 Athlete of the Week has South Carolina sitting amongst the top 25 college basketball teams in the country. The road to the hardwood for Thornwell actually started on the football field.
Well, I actually played football all my life and then played basketball later, and just got good at it and stayed with it.
Thornwell, the former Lancaster Bruins star guard, transferred to Oak Hill Academy in Virginia his senior year of high school to prepare for what was next in his college recruitment process. There he played against NBA prospects, including current Milwaukee Bucks star Jabari Parker, training with the best of the best, paving his way to the college level. Thornwell, after years of hard work, landing in Columbia, where he has then since made a name for himself. Gamecocks head coach Frank Martin holds a lot of high praise for Thornwell, saying that he is a general on the court for his team. Although Sindarius has struggled at times this season, Martin knows his adversity keeps him climbing to the top.
Everyone else has a rough stretch during a season. And, Sin, he learned. Good players respond to adversity with an unbelievable desire to go compete again.
Thornwell says a contributing factor to attending school in Columbia was to allow his friends, family, and Lancaster fans to follow along on his journey.
A lot of people from Lancaster always come to the games and come and see me and stuff like that. For them to be able to come to my games, and that's the whole point of me coming here, so that they can come watch me play. I just try to be a positive influence and something positive that's going on in Lancaster that kids can look up to have something to go off on, to breathe off on.
What a great story, and now we stick with basketball. The Winthrop Eagles looking for their 6th straight Big South Conference win Wednesday night as they hosted Charleston Southern. Danny Upchurch, Buccaneers sophomore guard, tried stealing the show toward the end of the first half with the shot of the night. Upchurch knocks in this shot from downtown to end the first half. Fans attending last night's showdown, I hope you brought your umbrellas because it was raining threes. The Eagles knocking in 3 after 3 after 3, 17 in total, tying an all-time team record. 10 of those threes courtesy of the shortest guy on the court, Keon Johnson. Johnson led all scorers with 36 as Winthrop wins big, 97-72, the final score, the 6th straight win for the Eagles.
Oh, say, can you see?
Woo! I got chills just listening to that. And she could sing too. CN2's own Damaris Bruce stealing the show at the Winthrop Coliseum Wednesday night with a beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Take a listen. You can be the judge, but I think Damaris stole the show before Winthrop and Charleston Southern even tipped off. Thanks for watching CN2 Sports Tonight. I am Michael Loffredo.
I think she was maybe the lucky charm.
Yes.
I was there. It was a great game.
So
awesome
proud
team.
of her.
Good night.
You're watching CN2 News. The Northwestern Trojans finished this year's football season as the 35th best team in the country. Of course, #1 here in South Carolina, all according to Max Preps. It's only fitting now that they are honored for their hard work at the State House. CN2's Michael Loffredo traveling to Columbia as the Trojans were recognized.
The Northwestern Trojans' accolades keep pouring in this offseason, and their talents have caught the eyes of state officials.
We are recognizing the Northwestern High School state champions 4A Division II.
Representative Ralph Norman honoring the Trojans Thursday at the State House in Columbia. The Trojans, along with Coach Kyle Richardson and staff, all making the trip for this prestigious honor.
It's a real honor to have them. What they do and what they've done is amazing, and it is getting to be a habit, and that's why they've earned the title Football USA.
Richardson, who was in his 5th season as the head coach at Northwestern, bringing home a state title for the 3rd time in 5 years. The Trojans' 14-1 season was bolstered by a strong defense and a powerful offense, holding opponents to under 15 points per game and scoring 48 points per game in 2015.
It's an awesome opportunity, and just great to come back and see the place again. Last time I was here was, I think, 2 years ago. So.
A tradition of success is truly brewing for the purple and gold, and the players hope to keep that moxie going for years to come.
Yeah, we totally take in the moment. We know coaches tell us to have fun, and we realize like what we've done, even though it's kind of normal around here, but we always take everything in.
Football City USA being recognized in high honor once again. At the state capitol with the champions, Michael Loffredo, CN2 News.
Representative Tommy Pope, who we heard from earlier in the newscast, also adding it was a pleasure to host the Northwestern Trojans today at the State House. And don't worry, South Point and Gray Y fans, your teams will be recognized in Columbia as well in the weeks to come.
You're watching CN2 News. Clemson fans are super excited for the National Football Championship, of course. You probably have noticed more Clemson swag everywhere you may turn. And when it comes to the ultimate Tiger fan, some say that honor belongs to a Rock Hill man. CN2's Michael Loffredo takes us inside his man cave.
Tim Templeton from Rock Hill and a proud Clemson graduate shows his school spirit in a pretty unique way.
At our tailgate that's got our grad years.
Templeton, a 1986 Clemson graduate, has gone to more than 300 Clemson Tiger games throughout his life, as he cannot recall one home game that he has missed since he became a Clemson student in 1982. When Templeton and his tailgate crew aren't attending a Clemson game, they still act like they are. Welcome to Tim Templeton's Oasis, his Clemson Tiger man cave. From Sports Illustrated covers, ticket stubs from various games that Templeton has attended for the Tigers, to street signs, signed footballs, and heck, even a bobblehead imitating how he looks on Clemson game days. Templeton and his man cave have it all.
Once Clemson gets a hold of you, it doesn't let go. And so I have 3 daughters and a wife, so this is kind of my fortress of solitude.
Tim's favorite piece, a signed Sports Illustrated cover by Perry Tuttle. Perry Tuttle, for those of you that don't know, was the man that caught the game-winning touchdown pass in the 1981 Orange Bowl. The last time and the only other time the Clemson Tigers have made it to the national title game.
I mean, to go through restaurants or go through someone's house and see that picture on people's walls has just been amazing.
Perry Tuttle lives on the North Carolina-South Carolina state line. After playing professional football for 8 years, Tuttle now serves as an unofficial Clemson ambassador for the Tri-County and beyond.
I cherish the fact that I have an opportunity to say hello to a stranger or someone that I've never met before, but who has an affiliation, not so much with Clemson, but with just sports in general.
Both Perry and Templeton believe Clemson will beat Alabama in the National College Football Championship this Monday night.
I really believe that we have a great chance of winning.
I think it'll be close. I think Clemson shocks the world 27-24.
From a diehard fan to a Clemson icon, here's hoping the Tigers finish on top. In Rock Hill, Michael Loffredo, CN2 News.
Tim and Perry are flying out for the game, and you can catch it, of course, on TV Monday night. We're talking about kickoff at 8:30. That's ESPN Channel 275. And now to some high school basketball. The Fort Mill Yellow Jackets boys basketball team has been stinging their opponents this season.
CN2's Michael Loffredo with your Wednesday sports report.
It was a doubleheader at Fort Mill as the Yellow Jackets took on the Westwood Redhawks on the basketball court. First, the girls, Fort Mill's head coach Brett Childers trying to get his team into a groove for the second half. The Redhawks heading into Fort Mill with only one loss on the year. We picked this one up in the second half, Westwood leading by double digits for most of this one. Taylor Britt with the drive to the basket, knocking down the easy two for Westwood. Redhawks in control. Meredith Christopher leading the way for Fort Mill, knocking down an easy jumper here as well as taking the ball to the basket, as you can see here with authority. Yellow Jackets lose to a good Redhawk squad, 48-31. After the game, Coach Childers telling CN2 he has a lot of confidence in his team, saying that there are still 10 games left in the season, with all those games being regional games.
Of course, there's a lot to build on in terms of, the way we played early in the season compared to where we're playing now. So there's a lot to build on.
The girls are back in action Friday night when they host Clover. Now to the boys' game. We picked this one up in the first quarter. A.J. Fody knocking down the three from the top of the key, putting the Yellow Jackets on top early. Redhawks trying to keep the game even in the first, but not so fast. Yellow Jackets senior forward Malik Heyman with the rejection. The Redhawks had no answer for seniors A.J. Fody and Tanner Mitchell. A.J. knocking down another three here as he would finish with 14 points on the night. Tanner had a career night scoring 31 of the team's 68 points. Here he puts back his own missed lay-in and then bang, knocking down a three ball after a dish from his counterpart AJ. This one was all Yellow Jackets. Final score, Fort Mill 68, Westwood 42. Coach Dwayne Hartsoe saying after the game there is still room to improve.
Good way to get back into the groove after the holiday break. Of course, Friday's a big game. We have host Clover here. The rest of the games from here out are region games, and that's really what matters now.
Hartsoe's Yellow Jacket squad will be looking to improve to 12-2 this Friday night when they host Clover.
This is CN2 Sports. It is certainly the talk throughout the Tri-County. Rock Hill is home to 3 state football championships.
2 of the games were played in Columbia at Williams-Brice Stadium on Saturday. CN2's Michael Loffredo kicks off our team coverage with a look at South Point's ride to its 2nd straight championship.
On a Saturday filled with football here in Columbia at Williams-Brice Stadium, 2 Rock Hill teams bringing home state titles. I'm CN2's Michael Loffredo. I was here covering the South Point versus Midland Valley game. Well, I was covering South Point. This one was all Stallions. Greg Ruff, what I call a diamond in the rough, having over 300 all-purpose yards on the day, including 160 on the ground. As a quarterback, unreal, who would have thought? This one was all Stallions. Coach Herron saying after the game, he got the shutout that he's been waiting for all season in the last game of the season, most important game of the season.
I got to give the shout out to our defense, boy. We didn't get a shutout all year long. We're giving them a hard time, and then we get it in the state championship game. So both sides of the ball great, and it's unbelievable to win 2 in a row.
Another standout player for the Stallions, Quay Brown, totaling 100 yards in the air receiving and a touchdown on the day, bringing home the Stallions' victory. 35-0, and guess what? Just like Drake said, we're going back to back. Herron showered in Gatorade after the game, the icing on the cake, bringing home back-to-back state championships to South Point.
It's great to have a wonderful tradition to follow up on, and our guys they're hungry. They like doing this. This makes it fun.
South Point had a lot of avid support for their Stallions in making the trip to Columbia. Adam Rainey, a multi-sport coach for the Stallions, saying that 2 in a row is truly a remarkable feat.
The sky's the limit for these kids. And we're just really excited as a community, as really just as a body of people to be here to support the excellence that South Point's brought. If that happens today, I mean, that's 4 state championships. and South Point's only been open. We're now going into our 11th season, so it's just incredible.
Truly incredible it was for the Stallions. However, the weekend of success did not come to an end Saturday night in Columbia for Coach Herron. Herron being honored by the Carolina Panthers during halftime of Sunday's game as a high school coach of the year in the Carolinas.
It's exciting. It really, there's just a feeling of just a proudness about being able to do what you want to do your whole life, and not only do it, but you know, win rings and see kids grow and get better. So it's just been a great 24 hours.
Football City, USA fulfilling its name this weekend for sure. From all over the Carolinas, Michael Loffredo, CN2 News.
Oh, great coverage. Former South Point Stallion star Jadeveon Clowney led South Point to a state championship back in 2008.
Of course, he now plays in the NFL for the Houston Texans and had a big game on Sunday. His team tweeting that picture of his 2 sacks on New England's Patriot quarterback Tom Brady. This brings Clowney's record to 4.5 sacks during this 2015 season. Clowney was the first overall draft pick in the NFL.
For 2014, it was a big year and is this year as well. Stay with us. CN2 is back with more Northwestern Championship football coverage next.
Well, the NFL season is over for 20 teams as the playoffs are set to begin this weekend. The Buffalo Bills season ending with a record of 8-8. On the Bills football team, 2 Rock Hill natives. CN2's Michael Loffredo making the 700-mile trek up north to tell their story.
Stephon Gilmore, a South Point alum, and Jonathan Meeks, a Rock Hill High School alum, making a name for themselves on the gridiron in Orchard Park, New York. Ralph Wilson Stadium, home to the Buffalo Bills. It's there where CN2 cameras caught some game action when the Bills faced the Dallas Cowboys. From rival high schools to rival universities, Gilmore, a former South Carolina Gamecock, Meeks, a former Clemson Tiger, now on the same team, both part of the Bills' defensive unit. The road to the NFL started right here in Rock Hill. Gilmore played both quarterback and defensive back for the South Point Stallions, helping them to a perfect 15-0 record and the South Carolina High School League 4A title as a senior. Gilmore's football coach at the time at South Point, Bobby Carroll, says that Gilmore just had raw talent.
The first kid you build your program around was Stephon, and he was just a tremendous leader. He was the first one there, the last one to leave.
Gilmore has been a standout player for the Bills. Since being drafted 10th overall in 2012, Gilmore has compiled 9 interceptions as well as 50 defended passes. This past season, although cut short due to a shoulder injury, Gilmore still led a Bills defense with 18 defended passes and 3 interceptions in just 12 games.
Somebody that made it from Rock Hill that's doing great things in the National Football League. That's one of the reasons why I play so hard. I'm proud to be from Rock Hill. I tell people every day that if you want some great athletes to go to Rock Hill and get them. They're there.
But Gilmore is humble, the 4-year NFL veteran taking time out of his busy football life to make sure he can help give his brother Steven the guidance, helping him to get where he is today. Steven, like his brother, plans to make the transition from quarterback to defensive back while at South Point.
Basically shows me that I could be in the same stage as him, and I can do the same stuff as him. So it's good knowing that I have a brother that's succeeding in the NFL.
Stevie is developing a lot like Stephon did, and I think not only Stevie, but there's other players who hear what Stephon says.
Gilmore is not the only member of the Buffalo Bills who is a Rock Hill native. Jonathan Meeks, a Rock Hill and Clemson alum, was drafted in the 5th round of the NFL draft by the Bills in 2013. Now with 3 full seasons in the NFL under his belt, Meeks is developing a role in the Bills' defensive secondary.
Personally, I just like to see myself just dominate wherever you know what I'm saying? If my package was small, if it was big, I just want to dominate whenever I get on the field.
Gilmore and Jonathan Meeks both getting their starts in Rock Hill. Now here in Buffalo, Gilmore and Meeks both bolstering the Bills' secondary, making themselves a name in the NFL.
I'm just really proud of those guys, because they could have easily taken the wrong turn somewhere and life would have been totally different than it is.
Gilmore tweeting, if you want some good athletes, you should recruit from the Rock Hill area. Extremely proud he is from Football City, USA, and that he can help put Rock Hill on the map each and every day. Gilmore and Meeks both proud they can represent their city on the big stage.
Man, I love the support system in Rock Hill. I love what we're doing in Rock Hill. I think they show a lot of love to the football players there, and I just appreciate that.
Exactly. We always send something about Rock Hill to keep us going. Just like Rock Hill watching. Rock Hill is, we got to put Rock Hill on the map.
And we know there will be many more NFL stars that will come out of Rock Hill in the years to come. In Buffalo, Michael Loffredo, CN2 News.
Well, Michael is from Buffalo, New York, and an avid Bills fan, so we knew he would have a lot of fun with that story. Both Gilmore and Meeks say this year, 2016, they want to help break the Bills, or want to help the Bills, that is, break currently one of the longest playoff drought in sports, as the Bills have not made the playoffs since 2000. Have a good night.